Hey dolls, hey beautiful people, hey everybody new and old. Welcome back to Sharon's Nail Boutique. Look at that gorgeous ass set in that picture. My God. So I'm taking some of this really cool material that I got from Joanne Fabrics in a black kind of shimmery, kind of semi-shimmery material. It has some sparkle on some of it. It's really cool, like this I don't know how to describe it other than like this webbing type of meshy material. And I use this along with some mint lace. I got a bunch more lace in a bunch of different colors. And I don't know, guys, I just love working with all different types of materials. Do not ask me why I used so much glitter in the background. I really always over pour my palettes, and that is how much glitter I am literally using on this set. I'm using a little bit of probably each of those. I think I only didn't use like 2 of them. However, I did have a lot of stuff left over that I ended up actually mixing together and making a really pretty mix out of. So I'm actually using mint, some silver leaf in this. I'm using the mint lace. I'm using the black material here that I'm just using my 3-second nail glue to glue down. I've already done my thin clear base with my Mia Secret. I'm using my number 14 100% German Kolinsky brush that's been pinched into an oval. I got that at my local nail supply here in Connecticut using my Mia Secret liquid. And I'm using Glam and Glitz Vanessa. I'm also using my black that I got from my nail supply. I'm also using my cover. Am I using my cover nude or cover pink? I'm not sure exactly. However, I am using some aquamarine holographic mixed dots. I'm using some spearmint stars from Recollections. I'm using some of that aquamarine spearmint mixed extra fine and silver metallic hex. Also the spearmint iridescent 1mm. I'm also using some silver holographic shards, some white pearlescent, also that chameleon mixed, multi-mixed pile there. It's gorgeous, gorgeous set of nails. I just love it. So I end up doing, this is the set that I actually got confused with the last set. I did the half nails on the thumbs, so I did like a diagonal kind of style with the lace here. I'll show you what I mean in a second. So I'm just cutting along those edges, and basically what I did was I kind of like laid the glue on an angle diagonally, and then I laid the lace on it obviously, and I just cut where it was glued. And I do my design based on this, the way I set up the lace, and I did that on purpose because I wanted, you know, some of that design on the opposite side of the lace. So I left room for that. And these are basically semi-glass tip as well. I also do ombres here with the black, Vanessa, and nude. Comes out really, really badass, I'm not gonna lie. And I actually end up doing the silver leaf, I believe, either on that one. No, I do dots on that one. I do the silver leaf on a 3-tone ombre, and I believe I use the Vanessa, Endless Sea, and I think another color, but I'm not sure exactly. So just fixing up that lace, cutting it, making sure that it's even and it looks right. Just want it to be perfect, you know. So I move to the opposite hand, and on this side I do a full thumb of the black material instead of the middle finger with the black this time, and then I do the mint on the middle finger on that hand.
Yeah, you're getting
So I
blasted.
switch up the fingers. Like on one hand, it's black on the middle, mint on the thumb, and on this one, it's black on the thumb and mint on the middle. So I just like to switch things up.
Yeah.
Same color palette, just different designs.
People think I'm crazy, but I just
And
love
that's
doing
pretty
nails.
much what I like to do. When people give me free reign and they tell me, do what you do, girl, this is what I do. I stick to the same color palette, but I do different designs on each of the encapsulated nails because it's just so much fun, and there's so much you can do to just bring a design together. Literally, sky's the limit, and that's why I'm always looking for stuff that I can encapsulate and put underneath acrylic.
You like to craft?
You could literally put just about anything if it fits properly.
Die cuts, everything. You name it, I got it. And they're just sitting there going to
So
waste.
I'm just cleaning up around those edges, making sure I'm cutting it properly.
Craft
Now
stuff.
this material is easier to encapsulate too because it has all that open space. But again, like I said before, you just want to make sure that you're cutting the edges of those so that you do have some of that nail exposed and you're going to be able to encapsulate it, you know, just fine. And what I do is I expose more of that backing part because I end up doing like that chameleon design with this material, and that's why I left the back open like that, because I kind of set it up like a 3/4 ombre with glitter fade from the cuticle down. And then I take this mint lace and now I go in on the middle finger after I finish trimming this. Just making sure I trim some of those pieces off the edges there. Making sure they're not hanging over. Making my job even harder. So yeah, I just finished trimming those edges up. And then I'll move on to the middle finger and start with the mint lace. And usually once I get this going, it's quick after that. Once I get the lace glued down and I'm done trimming it, it's fast. As you can see, I've already done the shaping and prepping and all that. You see how I'm like trying to find a part of the lace that's like perfect for this spot. You don't want to do too much of the lined part because if you cut it, it's not going to be like connected to both sides, you know what I mean? So I'm finding like a flowery part of the lace so that it's not like an awkward pattern, you know what I mean? Just making sure that my glue is laid diagonally according to how I want to lay the lace. So now I'll take that part of the lace and I will make sure that I'm laying it how I wanted it to be on the nail. And then I will kind of wrap that around so it adheres really, really good. And then I will start trimming around those edges when I feel like it's dry enough. I think this set came out so dope. It really did, guys. I mean, when you look at those pictures, I mean, the pictures really don't do it any justice compared to how it looks in person. My client, this was a new client when I did these. She loved, and she still loves them. She just, oh my goodness. She's like, I can't stop staring at them. And that's definitely what I go for. That's what I want. I want people to be able to not stop staring at them. And that means I've done my job, you know? So I'm just cutting those edges, making sure I have some nail exposed there. So when I cap it, it's gripping those sidewalls pretty good. Just speed this up a little bit, guys. So here that bead was too dry, so I just picked up another wetter bead of my jet black. And this is really a true black. I got this from my nail supply. This is the 3-toned ombre I was telling you guys about. So I think I pick up a little bit more. Okay, so yeah, so I'm gonna go in with the Endless Sea and Vanessa. So that's Vanessa right there. I'm just making sure that I'm not fully covering that black, because I do want some of it to show, but I don't want it to be like overpowering, you know what I mean? So I'm just picking up a little bit more, making sure that my side walls are opaque and that you cannot see through them. Just making sure that I have enough black showing, and then I'll go in with my Endless Sea as well. Nope, sorry, I'm now going in with my Cover Pink. I guess I changed my mind at the last minute. So I go in with the Cover Pink, and then I'm gonna go in with the mixed holographic aquamarine mixed dots. So I'm gonna use those and dot those around the nail. So I'm just taking some of those and kind of sticking them into the wet acrylic. Just taking some of those glitters and helping me with my designs, helping them stand out a little bit better. And just moving those glitters around. These are actually not the mixed holographic. These are the mixed matte apple mixed dots. And then I take some of the holographic ones and I dot around after that. That's the aquamarine holographic mixed dots with the matte apple mixed dots. And I loved how the snail came out. It came out so freaking pretty. I just loved this set, guys. I don't know, something about the colors, for some reason, the way they just flow together so brilliantly. They looked really, really pretty. And after I encapsulated and filed and top coated and everything, it really, really was the bomb. Okay, so I'm doing a marble nail here and just kind of swirling those colors together. I think I'm using some of the Glow Glam and Glitz Carp DM, and that's the mint that glows mint. And I'm grabbing some of that Cover Pink, some of that Wave, some of that Carp DM, and I'm swirling them together like so. And then I kind of like just pat it out, because once I've like swirled it, as long as it's swirled nice, once it starts to polymize and dry and you pat it out, it just kind of does its like cool, really cool swirl into place thing that just goes really good. I don't know, it's hard to describe, but if you've ever done a marble and have waited to pat it into place till it's kind of like moldable, then you kind of understand what I mean. So just finishing up that marble nail, taking some of the glitter, extra fine glitter dust there, that unicorn glitter dust, and going over that marble nail, making it really pretty. Then taking some of those Chameleon small hollow circles and just dotting it up kind of like in a C, a semi-C pattern. And then I'll come back and encapsulate this. And I think that those colors are like oil slick kind of, but it went really, really well with the Chameleon multi-mix that I used. So now on this one, I believe that this is going to have glitter. So this is that like extra fine Okay, so this is the pointer finger. There's no lace on this finger. So this is just a nail of the extra fine, like fairy dust glitter. Really pretty stuff. Really effective. I'm just using that as a base, and then I go in with some of the other glitters. So now I go into some of that 1mm Spearmint Hex and pull that down from the cuticle. And I think I'm gonna use, no, that was the middle, oh, okay. So that was the middle finger on the lace, the mint lace. So it was the mint lace. I'm sorry, people. So that was the 1mm spearmint from the top down over the lace, and then I used some of the iridescent extra fine glitter over the lace as well. So now I'm using the Carp DM to go in on an ombre nail, and I'm going to use my covered pink to go over that. And then I'm going to use some of that Chameleon multi-mix in the oil slick color and do like a S swoop throughout, like from the bottom throughout the center up to the top. I love how this set came out. Now once I get to the thumb, guys, I'm gonna let you watch the encapsulating, and you can let me know what you think about this set in the comments below. I really was pleased with how these turned out. My client absolutely loves them, and she said she will definitely be back, so that's a plus. I'm gonna go in with that Chameleon Glitter there, guys, after I fix that part of the nail. So watch what I do. I'm going to dip into that Chameleon and kind of S swoop it. You see that? Kind of how I'm doing it, kind of up and through the center, kind of on an angle. Really pretty, very effective. You don't have to put much down, and really easy to encapsulate. So last but not least, we're back to the thumb with the black mesh netting, and we're going to use more of that Chameleon multi-mix, and that's what I left that top open there for, so near the cuticle. Some would say the bottom, some would say the top. I mean, at my view, it's at the top when I'm doing it from a nail tech point of view, but from the client's point of view, the cuticle is at the bottom, so bottom, top, doesn't really matter. I'm using that Chameleon multi-mix in the oil slick color at that cuticle area and just kind of pulling down somewhat over that mesh netting, but not really, just enough to cover that back end. And then we're gonna encapsulate this nail, and it's gonna be a really cool like glass tip effect with some glitter and some kind of glitters dotted throughout some of that netting, and we'll encapsulate, guys. I mean, look at all that glitter. So on this hand here, when I did that hand first, I must not have, obviously. So we're gonna start off here with our 3-tone ombre. I think I go in with the Carp DM at the free edge, and then I go in with Vanessa, and then that darker aqua from Color Club, I believe. Let's see if I remembered right. Put a little bit more, and then I go in.
I try. It's not something that happens overnight for sure, but you know, I've had to practice a lot. You follow people on like social media? Yeah, that's how I learned how to do nails. Watching YouTube.
No.
There's this guy called Louis. He's from Florida. He sells Products? Yeah. See, that's what I want to get to. I want to get to
Oh, okay. Well, I guess I'm doing another ombre on this side. So using the Carpe Diem and Cover Pink by Mia Secret, Carpe Diem by Glam and Glitz Glow Collection. You go in with another bead of that Cover Pink so you can't see underneath. And I do believe I go in with glitter once I'm happy with the blend. So yeah, I go in with that extra fine kind of pixie dust stuff. And that'll be that now. On the middle finger on this one, I go in with the Oil Slick 3D Chameleon Diamonds, and I dot those around the cuticle section, actually. So I really hope that you guys are digging these nails. I really, really love how they turned out. The blues, I don't know, for some reason, the blues and the aquamarines and like the greenish colors, they've always spoke to me for some reason. And I don't know, it can't be because of when I was born, because I was born in the fall, so you would think I'd be more attracted to like richer tone colors, but I love like all shades of greens, all shades of blues. I really love all colors, but if I had to pick any, it would be like the ranges of blues to greens, you know? So, and I wanted to share this whole video with you guys, so I had to speed up a lot of it because it was a pretty lengthy video just because of the kind of nails I did. And so this is a black ombre. I really, really loved how this one turned out. I love doing the black ombres. I think they're really pretty when done properly. I think they come out really dope when you blend that Cover Pink just effortlessly over that black. I just think that the black ombre is really nice. It just, I don't know, something about it. So I use some of the glitter to go in that S swoop again. I just, something about that glitter trail on the ombre, it just is really, really pretty, and it just takes it up a whole new notch. And besides, if your blend isn't that great, it doesn't really matter because, you know, you got some glitter going through there. So moving on to the next nail, we are doing, I believe this is the nail that I did the 3-toned ombre with the mint, the Carpe Diem, the Vanessa, and then that aqua color, and then I did the silver leafing, kind of splashed all throughout the nail. I love doing ombre nails with like gold or silver leafing or the bronze leafing. I don't know, it just looks really pretty. I really, really like it. I think it definitely took these nails to a whole new level. It's just something about each of the nails, each of the designs, you know, they each had their own personality, and that's what I strive for when I do a set of nails, you know what I mean? And that's my hope anyways. So I'm just making sure that those sidewalls are tucked properly and that it's nice and neat before I go in with my next color, which is Vanessa. So there's that pretty, beautiful mint Vanessa by Glam and Glitz. I need to get some more of her. She is a gorgeous, gorgeous color. Let me add a little more, and then I'll go in with that aqua color. And I believe that's actually Wave that I'm using instead of the Color Club, because it's like the same color, so I just wanted to stick to using the same product. So I just add a little more Carpe Diem, and then I go in with that silver leafing. And I'm using big pieces, medium pieces, teeny tiny pieces, just whatever looks good in that spot at the moment. And then I'll move it on to the thumbnail, which is the last nail, finally. And that's the mint lace. And I don't remember exactly what I do with it. But after that, I come into Encapsulate, and I really hope you guys enjoyed this set. I really had so much fun doing this set for my client, and I just really hope you guys enjoyed watching as much as I had fun doing it. And I love you guys all so much. Don't forget, if you're new here, please subscribe, hit that like button, and share, guys, so we can keep growing. And I will see you all in my next one. Bye, everybody.